I mean, it's simple. You have to come out and play with the killer instinct. You have to have that intensity.
Where was that tonight?
I have no idea. I hate watching the Lakers play sometimes because towards the end they try to play the hero ball. Okay.
Shaquille O'Neal has grown frustrated with the never-ending debate between LeBron James and Michael Jordan. It is not because he questions LeBron's greatness or believes Jordan is undeserving of being considered the greatest. The issue is that whenever LeBron achieves something historic, the conversation immediately returns to the same questions. Is he better than Jordan? Has he surpassed Jordan? Or did he fall short of Jordan's standard? Shaq believes that line of thinking misses the bigger picture. LeBron was never meant to be a copy of Jordan. LeBron created his own path, built his own legacy, and that should be enough. Shaq has experienced this debate from a unique perspective. He competed against Jordan, shared the court with LeBron, and played alongside Kobe Bryant. He has witnessed greatness from some of the closest possible angles and understands that every legendary player is different. That is why Shaq's argument is not coming from a fan's perspective. It comes from someone who actually played with and against these icons and saw firsthand that their greatness came in completely different forms.
In the interview, LeBron James was asked for his thoughts on the GOAT debate, and he shared the answer that will surely get people talking. He said, quote, "I'm not taking nobody over me. There's no question. But I think Mike Jordan would say the same thing. Rest his soul. Kobe Bryant would say the same thing. Magic Johnson will say the same thing. Larry Bird will say the same thing. Shaq could say the same thing," James said. "The late, great Wilt Chamberlain, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I don't think none of us are going to take somebody else."
The comment from LeBron James reignited the entire conversation. He said he would choose himself over any player. And that kind of confidence is exactly what elite athletes are expected to have. Michael Jordan likely would have said the same, and Kobe Bryant certainly carried that same mindset. Shaquille O'Neal also never stepped onto the court believing another center was superior. But the moment LeBron expressed that belief publicly, the debate flared up once again. Jordan supporters pushed back. LeBron fans rushed to defend him, and the discussion quickly turned into another heated battle. In the process, many people overlook the fact that two all-time great players can reach legendary status in completely different ways. That is why Shaq's perspective stands out. He has never viewed LeBron as someone trying to replicate Jordan's career. Instead, Shaq once described LeBron as a blend of three iconic players. He compared LeBron's scoring ability to Jordan's, his playmaking and leadership to Magic Johnson, and his size and physical dominance to his own. That comparison highlights why measuring LeBron only against Jordan fails to capture the full picture. LeBron's path to greatness was built differently, making his legacy unique rather than a copy of anyone else's.
The greatest of all time. I would like to be in that conversation, but if it's not definite, see, like when you talk about Bron and Mike, it's definite. And Kobe should be out of that. It's definitely they're a great player. I want to be in that conversation. If I'm not in that conversation, I don't want no fucking considerations.
That is the heart of the discussion. Michael Jordan was known as the ultimate scorer and one of the greatest closers the game has ever seen. Magic Johnson mastered the role of floor general, directing every aspect of the offense, while Shaquille O'Neal dominated through unmatched size and physical strength. LeBron James combines elements of all three. He can put up points, create opportunities for teammates, overpower defenders with his strength, dictate the pace of the game, and carry an offense whenever necessary. That does not automatically place him above Jordan, but it does show that the comparison cannot be reduced to championship totals and finals records alone. Many Jordan supporters reject that idea. They point to his 6 NBA championships, 6 finals MVP awards, 10 scoring titles, his Defensive Player of the Year honor, and the iconic finish to his career with the championship winning shot in Utah in 1998. From their perspective, the case is straightforward. Jordan reached a level of excellence that defined the sport, dominated the NBA Finals whenever he got there, and never allowed the biggest stage to slip away. That is a powerful argument, and it remains an undeniable part of his legacy.
Jordan a drive, hang, fire, scores! He scores! The Bulls lead 87-86. Oh my.
The iconic sequence of the steal, the dribble, the pull-up jumper, the unforgettable celebration, and a 6th championship remains one of basketball's most memorable moments. For many fans, It represents pure basketball history. LeBron James built a career defined by extraordinary longevity, while Michael Jordan is often remembered for a career that feels perfectly written from beginning to end. That contrast is one of the biggest reasons the debate never fades. One side points to Jordan's flawless championship story, while the other highlights LeBron's unmatched ability to remain dominant for more than 2 decades. However, Shaquille O'Neal believes the comparison becomes unfair when Jordan's legendary career is used to diminish everything LeBron has accomplished. LeBron's journey stands on its own. He entered the NBA as a teenager carrying enormous expectations, eventually became the league's all-time leading scorer, captured championships with Miami Heat, Cleveland Cavaliers, and Los Angeles Lakers, and maintained elite performance for more than 20 years. That level of sustained excellence is anything but ordinary. It is not a lesser form of greatness, but a completely different kind of dominance that deserves to be appreciated on its own terms.
There are 2 categories in which LeBron James is the absolute GOAT. Longevity. Nobody has been as great for as long as LeBron James has been great for this period of time. The GOAT of longevity, and category number 2, the GOAT of talking about who's the GOAT. He's the GOAT of that conversation.
That is where many supporters of LeBron James have a valid point. No player has ever matched his combination of elite production and remarkable longevity. He has remained a dominant force through multiple eras of basketball, adapting to changing rules, different teammates, new coaching systems, and constantly evolving expectations. Yet he has continued to be one of the league's defining stars. That achievement deserves recognition on its own. Too often, however, it is immediately turned into another comparison with Michael Jordan instead of being appreciated for what it is. Shaquille O'Neal understands that feeling because he experienced similar comparisons throughout his own career. People constantly measured him against legends such as Wilt Chamberlain, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Hakeem Olajuwon, and David Robinson. Yet Shaq never tried to play like any of them. He built his reputation with his own style, overwhelming physical presence, unique strengths, and even his own imperfections. That experience is why he believes it becomes pointless when every legendary player is expected to fit into the mold of someone who came before them.
I don't know what God looks like. It's like seeing God.
Really?
Yeah, because, I went to a couple NBA games when I was a youngster, wasn't really impressed. San Antonio watching David Robinson. David Robinson impressed me a little bit, but the stuff that he did on TV, and then you see it in real life, it's like, oh my God, it's really...
That image of Michael Jordan as basketball royalty is important because Shaquille O'Neal has never spoken about him with anything but respect. Shaq has often described Jordan as a player on a different level and has made it clear that he understands the incredibly high standard Jordan set throughout his career. So when Shaq argues that people should stop comparing every aspect of LeBron James to Jordan, he is not trying to diminish Jordan's legacy. Instead, he is pushing back against oversimplified debates that ignore the unique accomplishments of both players. Those repetitive arguments have become increasingly common. Whenever LeBron loses, Jordan's name enters the conversation. When LeBron wins, Jordan is mentioned again. If LeBron breaks another record, the comparison immediately returns. Even when LeBron simply expresses confidence in himself, the discussion circles back to Jordan. Eventually, the focus shifts away from basketball itself and turns into an endless battle between rival fan bases, rather than a meaningful conversation about the game.
See, when we get to this point, and this is the problem that I have with Braun, is that instead of letting other people glorify you or give you your flowers, or a guy like me come on television that been through the trenches with you since childhood, let me come on and tell the world why you're the GOAT. You sit back and just accept the flower.
Whenever LeBron James makes a statement, the media breaks it down. Michael Jordan gets brought into the discussion. Fans choose their sides, and the debate turns into a battle over who represents the only definition of greatness. But greatness does not come in just one form. Every legend has created greatness in a different way. Jordan's legacy was built on unmatched peak dominance. LeBron's legacy has been defined by his ability to control the game across an extraordinary amount of time. Kobe Bryant represented relentless dedication and obsession with improvement. Magic Johnson brought joy, leadership, and complete command of the floor. Shaq's dominance came through overwhelming power and physical strength. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar combined elite skill with incredible longevity, while Bill Russell defined greatness through championships, defense, and winning. That is why Shaq's message carries weight. Great players should not constantly be measured against the same standard or forced to chase the legacy of someone else. LeBron should not have to prove he is Jordan, because his career was never built to be a copy of Jordan's. If someone believes Jordan is the greatest, that opinion can stand. If someone chooses LeBron, that argument can also stand. But it is unfair to claim LeBron came up short simply because he created a different version of greatness.
Because he's saying, one, his GOAT is Michael Jordan, just like most of everybody who was born in the 80s and 90s is Michael Jordan, because we've seen Michael Jordan.
Every era produces its own type of greatness. Michael Jordan never competed in the same basketball environment as LeBron James, and LeBron never played in Jordan's era. The rules evolved, the style of play changed, spacing became different, media coverage transformed, player movement shifted, and training methods advanced. The entire landscape of basketball changed. That is why treating the debate as if there is an obvious answer ignores the deeper history of the sport. Shaquille O'Neal is not saying the debate should disappear. Debating legends is part of what makes sports entertaining. His point is that the discussion has become too narrow. It has turned into one player versus another, one resume against another, and one group of fans trying to prove the other side wrong. That is no longer appreciation of greatness. It is simply endless noise. LeBron's career does not need Jordan's approval to be considered legendary, and Jordan's legacy does not need LeBron to fall short in order to remain iconic. Both players can be celebrated because they represent different forms of excellence. Jordan was the perfect combination of scoring ability, defensive intensity, competitive fire, and unmatched final success. LeBron represents a rare blend of size, playmaking, scoring, durability, and basketball intelligence that has allowed him to dominate for an extraordinary amount of time. Their greatness was never supposed to look identical, and that is exactly what makes the comparison fascinating. Shaq understands this because he experienced what it was like to redefine dominance in a way the game had never seen before. He also knows that every great player should not be judged only by how closely they resemble another legend. So when Shaq says people should stop comparing LeBron to Jordan, the message is simple. Stop trying to turn LeBron into Michael Jordan. Stop using Jordan's legacy as a weapon against another great player. And stop believing that praising one legend requires tearing down another. LeBron is not Jordan, and Jordan is not LeBron. That difference is exactly why this debate will continue for generations.